Hi everybody, welcome back to another Chase NICU update. Today is day 10. He was born 10 days ago. He's 10 days old now. Today is Friday, October 26th. He was born on the 17th. This was a Wednesday, so this is his 10th day in the NICU. And I wanted to give you guys an update. I was hoping that this update would be a coming home update, but I feel like we're really close. So I wanted to give you guys an update anyway. He has now had his feeding tube removed and it has been out for more than 24 hours. He did have one super derpy feeding yesterday at 2 p.m. His requirements to leave at this point is to do 100% of his feedings for 24 straight hours. He's supposed to take 55 milliliters per feeding, and those feedings are every 3 hours, so 8 times a day. And the thing is that they've been letting me supplement him by breastfeeding him. He is exclusively eating just my breast milk, which is awesome. So the good news is, and I wanted to do this update, I'm about to go in for his 2 p.m. feeding here in less than an hour. They have just increased the amount that I am going to breastfeed him. He gained a significant amount of weight since yesterday. Chase is now 6 pounds 5 ounces, which is amazing. He was born at 6 pounds 2 ounces, so he has already met his birth weight and now surpassed it, and he's continuing to grow. So these are really good signs. Not only that, but his nurse last night pretty much directly said to me, she was like, he's like a regular newborn baby. He's not really acting like a NICU baby anymore. Because he's gaining weight and he's thriving and he's active and he is acting like a newborn baby. He doesn't have any other issues. I know we are close. We cannot get a timeline from the NICU nurses or the doctor. They don't ever want to say anything and kind of instill any false hope. Especially because, I mean, it would be really crushing for somebody to say a date and time and for that to not happen. I mean, Brandon and I were really convinced he would be coming home this past Wednesday. It's now Friday. Wednesday and Thursday were really tough for us emotionally, and it was kind of a real struggle. We're feeling, I mean, like every day we wake up refreshed and motivated and positive, but you know, little things happen during the days, and I know a lot of my NICU mommy friends, tons of you guys have had babies in the NICU, and you really understand what we're going through, but a lot of you have said things like, you know, 5 steps forward, 2 steps back. You know, it's kind of a back and forth. It's not perfect. So, I mean, in general, Chase is doing well. He is thriving. He is gaining a ton of weight exclusively from my breast milk, which is great. So we're going to increase his feedings. I just breastfed him at 11 a.m. and I am going to breastfeed him again at 2 p.m. and then possibly 5. And we're going to just keep breastfeeding him as much as possible and see how he does with that and how his weight is with that. That I was not told was a requirement for him to leave, for him to be exclusively on breast. I feel like this is a bonus. I don't know if they're just doing this to see what happens, or they're experimenting, or it would give them a better peace of mind for when Chase is released. I do not know at all. I have not asked. Maybe I'll ask later, but I'm trying not to like ask questions that might get me into a position that would get my hopes up on bringing Chase home. So that is where I'm at with Chase. Funny story, for whatever reason, tiny Chase, he loves to pee on everything. This kid, and I mean, I've already had a boy. Brandon has a son. I've never seen a baby that pees on literally everything. Like, including his own face. He literally, the nurse was telling Brandon and me how he had peed on his own face. And, you know, he's still like more ticked off about getting his temperature. You know, they do the little thermometer underneath his armpit. He gets more ticked off about that. But, so she's telling us this story, and I'm not kidding you. Brandon and I are changing his diaper, and 2 minutes later, he literally pees on his own face again. And he didn't even care. Like, he just laid there and took it. He was just like, whatever. He was only mad when I wiped it off with the cold wipe. Like, he's so funny. I don't understand. So Brandon and I have been looking up PPTPs on Amazon. We're gonna have to buy a 5-pack of those because this kid just had to put out this funny story, because it's like the nurses, like, it's just always, every time we go in there, there's a story about Chase peeing on somebody or something, and they have changed his bedding so many times. He pees on his outfit, he pees on everything all the time. So just wanted to throw that out there because it's funny, and I want this video to be a little bit more positive and upbeat, because I'm trying to stay really positive, because Chase is doing really good right now and I really want it to stay that way. So I'm gonna try to hit all of his feedings today, which keeps me super busy because his feedings are every 3 hours. So if I'm there for an hour and a half, it's like I come home and like try to eat quick and drink like a bunch of water. So yeah, hopefully when I come back and have my next Chase update, hopefully it's just a swarm of Chase coming home videos and pictures and everything. So I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna cross my fingers, say some prayers, and we're so close, you guys. We're so close, day 10, and I know it's right around the corner. I need to remember to just breathe and drink water and feed myself appropriately. Thank you all for watching Chase's updates. Like I said in my last video, it really, really, really means so much to us, all of the support that we have had from all of you, because honestly, we couldn't do it without you guys. Like, we've just had some days that were, you know, there were so many struggles. So you guys have really, really helped us pull through. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.